What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Got an NFL fact here for you that I think you're all gonna enjoy. Well, how about it? The Atlanta Falcons, in stunning fashion, came back from the depth of penalty purgatory to pull off something they haven't done in at least a quarter century. And Kyle Pitts, well, need I say more? Don't worry, I will. So let's see how Kyle helped dig the Falcons out of the pits they dug and pulled out the historic W in this one. The Falcons finding themselves in the fourth quarter with a 14-point deficit, a certain death sentence point differential for Atlanta since the turn of the century, as coming into this game having played 105 games since 2000, where they've trailed by at least 14 points in the final quarter, and in those 105 games coming away with a whopping 0 wins, 104 losses, and 1 tie. So it was looking bad for the Dirty Birds at that point. Then to compound that, their night getting even worse, as seemingly more often than not, right when they got momentum, they also got that infamous yellow flag thrown in their direction. 19 times in fact. Yikes. So, that's game over, right? Well, not if Kyle Pitts has anything to do about it, which, spoiler alert, he did. Finally getting his long-awaited breakout game with his 11 catches, 166 yards, and not 1, but 3 touchdowns on the night. That stat line making him the first tight end with 10 or more catches, 150 plus yards, and 3 touchdowns in a single game since 1996, when Shannon Sharpe of the Denver Broncos, who in a matchup against the then San Diego Chargers recorded a 13-catch game going for 161 and 3 touchdowns through the air. Pitts joining Sharpe, Kellen Winslow of the aforementioned Chargers, legend, and Todd Christensen, also a legend with the at the time Oakland Raiders, as the only 4 tight ends to ever pull off a performance such as that. Pitts, with his historic hat trick, along with his teammates, most namely of which Bijan Robinson, who helped in that effort, coming back from said deficit, climbing out of the 6-foot hole they dug themselves into, putting into that casket the Buccaneers' hopes and dreams, and filled that grave in with those plentiful yellow penalty flags. And who better to lead that charge than the quarterback, who owns not only the largest comeback in NFL history, Kirk Cousins, who in a 33-0 comeback against the Indianapolis Colts back when he was a Minnesota Viking ended up winning that game 39-36, but also has done so against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before, if you can recall liking that one.
You like that? You like that?
Atlanta winning their first game since 2000 where they trailed by 14 or more. And in said effort, becoming the first team in NFL history to overcome 14 or more penalties while having that same negative point differential and get the win. To which I think Todd Bowles said it best in his post-game presser.
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. It gotta fucking mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your fucking livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that shit. It was in the fucking excusable, and there's no fucking answer for it. There's no excuse for it. And that's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the fucking mirror.
Yep, that about sums it up on their side. The Falcons converting on their game-winning drive, which at one point had them at 3rd and 28. With Pitts and David Sills, the 5th, coming up big. Sillsing the deal for the Falcons, who were able to kick the game-winning field goal, all thanks to notorious haircomber Zane Gonzalez, who booted through the 43-yarder with zeros on the clock. stealing the win like the Grinch and walking it off with an impressive underdog victory. And with the Patriots allowing a 28-3 run for the Bills to come back on them to win in the largest comeback win by the away team in Gillette Stadium history, FYI, it's possible something bigger happened this past week. It very much may mean that the Falcons, although they can erase the history thrust upon them, are finally free from the 28-3 curse for their future generations. So though this season, as it stands, is pretty much about done, just a few more games, at least there's that to look ahead to moving forward. You, though, can look forward to sitting at nearly any event you want the excitement of being at by using SeatGeek, a proud sponsor of SVTV and the world's best ticketing app and website. With their state-of-the-art seating chart, they come up big time and time again with their intuitive and easy to understand layout. And to overcome some of that total for you, just use code SVTV for $20 off your first ticket purchase. And don't you miss out on watching something worth seeing anymore. Alright, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.
Hey, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up! Bring it up tight! That is the definition of fighting. That is what it is. It don't matter who your opponent was tonight. You didn't give a Hey, let's give a couple of Hey! Cal had 3 touchdown passes. That was the point. It's a victory. Yeah!